Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to Antimater Chemistry. Just over here for a few minutes, trying to get a thumbnail for an episode. Wanted to get a picture of something. I'm like, what could I take pictures of that people haven't seen as far as thumbnails? I know, we'll do that room, the fishing room. So in between episodes, I got to working on gathering up some materials so we can make some more of these machines that we're going to need. And in the process of making the materials, realized that some of the stuff we were working with got sucked over here. So I put it over here. Machine frame, 2 copper gears, and a redstone reception coil. I don't know if we're going to need that or not, but I figured I would just point out. I made extra. Yes, I did. And I cleared out the hallway. I went ahead and stuck this stuff out here just so that we can examine it and look at it, because I don't quite know where we need to put it yet, what room or how it's going to fit into the structure and design. I get the feeling with this old Tinker's room and all this stuff, how it's set up, I've kind of boxed myself in, and trying to get all of this to work with that might be a little cantankerous. But what I might be able to do is to take this wall and rotate it and put it right here, and it could attach to that. Oh, I hear the mob farm up there. And so we could basically extend this as a hallway like we're doing over there, and just run item pipes outside and stuff like that. Take out this wall and turn it sideways. We might do something like that. So I'll experiment a little bit with that. So for today, we want to go ahead and start working on the rest of these machines so that we can move forward with our progress. I went ahead and got all the stuff ready for the magma crucible. Melts items into fluids, which apparently a Tinker's Construct does as well. But, you know, maybe the magma crucible melts a few items that the Tinker's Construct doesn't. So we're going to go ahead and smack you right there, and you'll be ready. Now, it kept racking my brain. I'm like, how in the world am I going to power these things? Well, we've got these little machines right here, these furnace generators. So what we might have to do is break one of them, take them outside, and kind of manually move them around until we get everything built. So magma crucible will remove that. The induction smelter is going to use sand and arsenic ingots. Now, arsenic ingots, I got to explore, and we kind of did this at the end of last episode. To do that, you have to have arsenic sulfide, and arsenic sulfide comes from pink dye. So what I did was I went ahead and expanded the plant room. I need to move these chests. I'm thinking I may put these chests like as little modules right here, and so the different foods that are there we can put in there instead of trying to find an end point at the end of the hallway to put them, because we may need to keep expanding this. But I went ahead and put myself a grass patch and went ahead and planted wheat, since we had wheat that was available, and went up to the mob farm, killed some different mobs, got a bunch of bone meal, and just kept planting until I ended up with some poppies and some bone meal. So I figured, let's go ahead and make ourselves some pink dye. That'll work. And then the chemical dissolver, let's shut off this hopper. We'll dump that in there. Ooh, that gave us quite a bit of arsenic sulfide. Okay, so we take that and we run it through there, and that's going to break that down and give us arsenic. Wow, there's quite a bit going in there, isn't there? Oh, it just happened to all fit. Nice. Oh, wait, no, we got a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Okay, so with the arsenic sulfide, we need to make 2 ingots, and what is it, 16 per? So let's, okay, you're locked down. Let's go ahead and choose that and get that going. And let's take half a stack, dump that. I guess I should have just dumped it right there, right? And that is going to give us our 2 ingots. So we've got those going, and I've got the sand right here. It was sand for this one, not dirt, right? Let's check. Induction smelter needs sand, so the aluminum gear is where we're going to get stuck. And then with the phytogenic insulator, I've got dirt. We can make the thallium ingots real quick. So I've got the 2 pieces of dirt. No, it's not going to go in the furnace generator, Piggy. That won't do anything. There we go, and we've got the 2 ingots for that. So where we're stuck now is this stinking aluminum gear. So let's kind of stand out here for a minute, and we'll look this over. So this aluminum gear, I kept looking at different ways of doing this. Molten aluminum. So you've got a melter which will melt down lumium, which we don't have. We have a magma crucible, which I built, but the magma crucible is only going to melt down lumium ingots, so that's actually kind of pointless. Fluid transposer was going to be one way. Portable tank, that would be... How do you build one of those? Copper ingot, redstone. Oh my gosh, so we could have some of these portable tanks set up, and they could be filling that. Although I'm very close to this aqueous accumulator, so it might be a waste to build those tanks. We'll leave them there for now, just in case. So with the lumium gear, it has to be cast. It has to come from molten lumium. So we can do it from smelting or alloying. We know it's going to be an alloy. We have tin. We have silver. Energized glowstone is where we're going to get kind of stuck here, and this is where I was trying to figure it out. So centrifuge melter we don't have. A centrifugal fugal separator. Is any one of those that? Pulverizer, compactor, magma crucible. So that's not it. Oh, Piggy, you didn't bookmark it, so now we got to go all the way through again. Casting, molten lumium, alloys. There. Energized glowstone. Now we can click on it. So centrifugal, I don't know why that's so hard to say. A fluid transposer is, do we have a fluid transposer? Is that what I just looked for? Magma crucible. You know what? I bet the fluid transposer what we're trying to build, isn't it? Nope. A fluid transposer. Not you. A magma... No. The magma crucible, we have that. Wait a minute. We have a magma crucible. See, we just have to click on a million things and then we'll finally figure it out. So the magma crucible, that will give us... And I think we can move it with buckets, right? So let's do that. Let's power this up, and I have some glowstone. We can always go to the nether and get more if we need it. Furnace generator. Magma crucible. Place you down. Does it power up? It's powering up. Awesome. So magma crucible and putting in glowstone dust will get us some illuminated. Now, I don't want to do a whole bunch at first because I don't want to get it stuck in there just to find out it's not going to work. We only got 3 pieces here. Let's take one. Uh-oh, you can't break that down? Wait a minute, let's try this. U for uses. Chemical dissolver will knock it into phosphorus. The pulverizer will break it down for us. So let's, we got the pulverizer, so we'll put the pulverizer on the other side of this generator, and that way we can power both of them. Are you a pulverizer? Yes, you are. Come with me. So we'll do that, and that's going to be powered. We'll dump that in there. Aren't you going to pulverize? Oh, there it goes. It just took it a minute. I guess it had to power up. And let's see here. Energized glowstone. 1 drop of dust is going to give us 250 millibuckets. So 4 pieces will give us 1 bucket. So while that's going, let's go ahead and find ourselves a bucket. I got to remember where in the world you watch. Yep, I was going to say you watch. I have a bucket on me. Wow. Okay, so we got that. We'll dump you in there. And this is, I think, where those hardened servo things come in handy, right? Wait, did I get those or not? It's been a few minutes since the last episode. For me and you, hardened upgrade kit. There we go. So if I place this in there, that should speed it up, right? Whoop! Block successfully upgraded. Augmented. Redstone control configuration. Information. Now, hardened upgrade kit incrementally upgrades a block, requires the tier immediately preceding. Does it tell you anywhere, keep away from small pets and children? RF protect. See, it doesn't, does it show you any, oh, hardened. Okay, so look right here. That's telling us hardened, and that's saying basic. So it does tell us when it's been updated. That's awesome. So with it being hardened, it should be running faster, right? And let's look up upgrade kits. Upgrade kits. I know some of y'all are going to be yelling because we dealt with this in Breakout series. So you got the hardened upgrade, which doesn't look too difficult. Reinforced, signalium, and resonant. Resident Evil? Or resident? Come on, Peggy, get your video game straight. Okay, so with that, I should be able to bucket you. Can we bucket you? It worked! Okay, so what I didn't do is bookmark the stinking gear. So let's click that. We'll bookmark the Lumium gear. And, oh, let's see. Let's go to alloy. It's very alloying, I tell you. Molten Lumium. So we need 250 energized glowstone. We have 4 in a bucket. Some molten silver and some molten tin. So let's see how much silver and tin. Might have to make a little trip to the to that dark world. 10? Can I? I can't remember. Yes, I can. Awesome. So let's take 2 blocks of tin and 2 blocks of silver. We'll undo that. Back out of there. There we go. And I think what I want to do between episodes is somebody had given me in the comment section a list of different tools to make and different materials to use for them. So I may look at building those, and then I'll show you on camera once we've got them. So I've got all this little junk backing up in here. Molten copper, let's go ahead and get you out of there. I need to make an ingot cast is what I need to do. We'll keep this here. Molten copper, that. See, I've got 3 ingots of bronze, and then blood, and the rest are nuggets. So let's go ahead and get you out of there. 1, 2, you know, should be doing is smelting this stuff down while that's going. So that's going to have silver, which is good. We got silver there. And electrum is a an alloy, so we don't have to worry about that. So silver and tin. And then energized glowstone bucket? Nope. Okay, so in Breakout or Sevtech. Sevtech is another modded series I did. You want to splurge and binge watch another modded series? I'll have a link for that show up. And that series, yikes, that series went at least, I think, 120 episodes. So there's something for you to binge watch there as well. But we learned if you remove the faucet, I think you can right-click. Yep, you can right-click the smeltery drain, and that will let you put fluids in there. So we put that in there. Molten Lumium. It worked, precious. It worked. Okay, so let's do that whole thing all over again. I'm going to take a block of glowstone. Oh, a block of glowstone. And we're going to pulverize it and smelt it. And awesome, we're going to be able to get all these machines going. Magma crucible. No, we want to pulverize. And let's go ahead and just upgrade that. Might as well. Keep going. Just keep going. You got this. There we go. And then we will turn that into fluid. Molten fluid. And while that's going, get you out of there and get that gear cast. And we need to select Lumium. We got that there. Okay, awesome. So that's going to let us do that. We will have this machine built. Boy, that aqueous accumulator, I tell you what, it's going to be so awesome having that. Finally be able to automate that thing. I built this stuff, and then after I did it, I'm like, Piggy, how in the world are you going to get water over there? You're not going to stand there all day putting buckets of water in there, are you? You know how silly that is? Mm-hmm. Induction smelter. So we've got Lumium, energized glowstone, and the Lumium gear figured out, and the induction smelter. So the phytogenic insulator, dirt, and thallium. It was thallium on the top, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll do that, and then we just have to build our gear. And we'll be done, which would be just awesome. You take forever. Even with an upgrade, you take forever. Come on now. So, while this is... Well, okay. I'll talk about that in a minute then. Y'all remind me. Just remind me. Tap me on the shoulder and say, Piggy, remember, you're supposed to talk about this stuff. So let's see here. Lumium. There we go. Boy, that stuff alloys fast, doesn't it? And we'll put the faucet back as well. So while that's going, that takes a moment to cool off, so we'll show you. So in the last chapter, the final chapter, you've got to make pure antimatter ingots, okay? So let's go to recipes, and you might have seen in a previous episode, I have this pulled up. Pure antimatter ingot. Has to be built on an extreme crafting bench. Yikes, which is a 9x9 crafting bench. Look at all these materials, okay? Just look at them. A neutronium ingot. A neutronium ingot comes, look, it says 35.6 million metric tons to make a nugget. What's an ingot? The dense heart of a star in convenient ingot form. So we're gonna have to make like an army of cobblestone generators, I believe, to try and like make a bunch of these nuggets. Look how many nuggets we need there. The crystal matrix ingots are not too hard in comparison. We just need diamonds and nether star. How do you make nether stars? Okay, you can make nether stars, so that's good. But remember that. You can make nether stars. Antimatter catalyst. Okay, see these? 9x9, which means 81 singularities. That's what these are, singularities. Guess how much it takes to make a singularity? We'll do hydrogen. Hydrogen's pretty easy, right? Not. 5,000 hydrogen to make one singularity. And Piggy cries. Oh, man. Look how many of these we got to build. So I had seen, where is it? Nether quartz singularity. I thought I saw a nether, there it is, nether star singularity. 2,000 nether stars. And to make a nether star, so you take this, so you need 2,000 stacks of each of these hydrogen. There's 4 of them. So we're going to have to like slowly, if we even want to attempt to finish that last chapter, we're going to have to slowly figure out ways to build like massive armies of this stuff. And all of that I say to explain why hardened kits and super hardened kits and upgrade kits to run these machines are probably going to be important at some point. So aluminum gear, put that in there. Phytogenic insulator. We now have all these machines built. Let's go ahead and boop, we'll place that down right there. We'll place that down right there. And we've got these machines done. So let's go and remove that. Check our quests. No. Not even going to think about it. So we get the compactor. No rewards at all. But the phytogenic insulator gave us something called phytogrow. By using phytogrow water and sunlight, you can grow any plant inside this machine. That's interesting. A pulverizer. Oh, nice. We got some more hardened upgrade kits. And an induction smelter gave us sand. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so moving forward, a steel ingot. I'm going to bookmark that. That's going to give us some storage drawer upgrades. 48 steel ingots. Oh, they will be consumed. Okay, so we'll figure out steel ingots here in a second. The energy sacrifice. We must give an offering of great power to the gods of autumn if we wish for them to teach us how to create the key to their realm. Now would be a good time to scale up energy production. You know what would be a good idea? Figuring out how to make energy in the first place, darn it. Oh my gosh. And then aqueous accumulator. Create a water obtaining thingy. Wait, there's 2 versions? What's this other one? Okay, I think I bookmarked both of them. Let's double check. Oh, a fluid pump. Or an aqueous accumulator. So fluid, why do you do this to me? We can't build plastic. Dry rubber, where does that come from? Tiny dry rubber. Comes from factorize or industrial. Back up. We can get it from a furnace or a redstone furnace. Tiny dry rubber comes from a latex processing unit. Wait, back up. What goes in there? R for recipe. Factorize. MA, machine outputs. You telling if I just build a latex processing unit, it's just going to magically make latex? Is that what it's telling me? I don't get that. But let's see the aqueous accumulator. This is more like it. I can build this. Iron gears, redstone servos, buckets. We know we got a bucket. Device frame, osmium ingots, and manganese. I think I have osmium and manganese. Yes, I do. So we could technically build this real quick, couldn't we? Silver stained, purple stained, framed glass. Oh! Framed glass, a piece of glass covered by sticks. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Let's go ahead and get ourselves that mechanism built, because that will be helpful between episodes to have up and running. And I didn't even pay attention to how much iron we're going to need. Let's go back and check. So we'll get rid of the fluid pump. We'll hold on to these till later. Aqueous accumulator is going to need 8 pieces of iron, 9 pieces of iron, and then a bucket, 10, 11, 12 pieces of iron. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Looky there, looky there. Let's go ahead and make the bucket. We can do that easy. That's simple crafting. So get ourselves a bucket. 9, is that right? I gotta redo the math here. How did I mess that up? 8 and then 1. And we got redstone dust. Okay. Let's see here. Let's break these down into ingots, because one of those ingots is already cast and we're going to just use that. This is what we're going to use to pour our gears. So can Piggy remember? Was it this? Yes! Awesome. So we get a redstone servo. We'll have the 2 gears. We'll have 2 pieces of regular glass here and a bucket. And the device frame needs to be a copper gear. So we're going to need 4 pieces of copper and 4 pieces of this surrounding glass. So let's go over to the wood room. I've got sticks over here, so we can go ahead and make this framed glass stuff that we need. How many did we need? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not going to hit balance. Wait, why is that not working? Arcane glass, runic glass. Does it have to be framed glass? Can it be just standard glass? Maybe it can. Let's just do that. Let's leave the sticks behind. Maybe we don't have to do anything special to the glass, but we will need to get some copper for a gear. Let's just break it down. Break it down! Whoop! And we will put back the 5 we don't need. There we go. So we're definitely going to need to... I'm going to do that between episodes. I'm going to work on building a hammer so I can go into that other world and get a whole bunch of material and all that kind of stuff. So a device frame. We need to go ahead and smelt up the copper. I hope that doesn't try to alloy with something. Let's take you out of there. Molten silver, 1 block, 7 ingots. 1 block. Piggy doth pour 7 ingots real quick. Will they pour super quick? Well, that's not too bad. 2, 3. Watch there be copper in there already. 5. See, this is what it looks like when Piggy plays off camera. Just simple clicking. Molten silver. 1 more ingot? Sure, get out of there. Blood, electrum, tin, molten iron. Let's go ahead and do that because I know that we need to have these gears. Hooves crossed. We don't have fingers, we're a pig. Hooves crossed that doesn't try to alloy with anything. It can be quite alloying, I tell you. Now, there is a big fluid tank that you can build for this that will let you hold fluids in a separate... they'll be separated. But I can't remember how in the world you're supposed to interface with it and pour stuff. But I might want to look at doing that as well. Just to save ourselves the headache of not running into any more alloys. And I bet it did, didn't it? You bad, nasty, awful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see here. Aqueous accumulator. We've got the gears. We've got the gears. And that clear glass can go on each side. And a bucket on top. So this little frame is what we need to build. Stinking copper gears and all of this. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do between episodes, because we're running a little bit long. I'm just going to build this frame and go ahead and build the aqueous accumulator, because I want to go ahead and hook up this system and have it running so that we can go ahead and get water flowing into this. Let's look here real quick. Is there something we're going to need the aqueous accumulator for? Yes, we have to submit 1,000 buckets of water, but that will be pretty easy, because I can just run a pipe to something, I can run a pipe to that. It's setting up the energy sacrifice that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. How do we make steel ingots? Let's look at that real quick. Steel ingots, induction smelter, ingot former. Do we have the induction smelter? I can't believe that I built stuff 5 minutes ago and you're all going, yes, Piggy, no, Piggy. Huh, we have an induction smelter. Look at that. So with an induction smelter, we can put in sand. Wait. What? We can put in pulverized coal and an iron ingot. And pulverized coal can be a pulverizer and coal. Oh, pulverized coal. I mean, you know, that's the way it goes. So between episodes, I'll have to go on some mining expeditions to get plenty of coal. I will pulverize that, get that going as well, and try to at least do some of that processes on camera for next episode. But I will go ahead and build this aqueous accumulator between episodes. Just, you pure antimatter ingot, you get out of here. Nobody wants you around right now. That's why you're at the end of the entire series. But yeah, speaking of, if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button if you want to see more of these as I release them. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want notifications, tell YouTube to notify you by clicking the bell. Hello, bad guys. How you doing? Get smacked in the face or the feet or whatever it is. Sweep the leg. Johnny. Famous lines. Hands up if you know where that came from. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to do a little bit of that off-camera work to be ready for next episode, and that is when I hope to see you, is in the next episode.